Hey, what's up, America's Best Restaurants? It's Luis again with another episode of the places you need to eat at on a weekly basis. Today we're at a really great place, a staple in the community called the Century Inn with Greg. So Greg, tell me, what is the Century Inn?
Well, Century Inn's been here since 1806.
Wow.
We were a stagecoach stop at one time. We've always been a tavern. The tavern's been open since day one. But we specialize in our fried chicken,
Okay.
our fish and chips,
Nice.
and our pot roast sandwich. It was three of our favorites.
Love it. So you heard it here. Those are the three things that we're going to be profiling. You definitely want to check those out. You know what? Come with me. Let's go check them out. All right, everybody. We are back with the three things you must have when you come to the Century Inn. So, Greg, what do we got? Tell me.
Okay, you got the pot roast sandwich,
Okay.
which is one of our staples here. We got a fried chicken. That's probably our biggest seller. And then our fish and chips, which is probably our number 2 seller.
How did you come to buy the Century Inn? Because I love this story. You were telling me off camera the story about your brother and how you came to buy this restaurant. So tell me
Okay.
about that.
All right. I own 2 restaurants in Indianapolis, and I grew up here in Cincinnati, and I had 2 restaurants in Indianapolis and sold those. And I really wanted to get out of the business, was tired of it. And we had a Super Bowl in Indianapolis, and
Okay.
I had friends from Cincinnati come up and stay with me for the Super Bowl. And the one gal, Terry, who came up, she said, look, my husband, he goes to Century Inn all the time, and they're wanting to sell it, and you ought to go take a look at it. I said,
Okay.
well, I remember the Century Inn. My brother went there all the time. He was a football coach in California, but he coached for Roger Bacon and Miami University, and he was at Saddleback College at the time. So every time he came back to Cincinnati, he'd always come to the Century Inn as his favorite place. Well, he passed away of pancreatic cancer at 55 years old, way too young. And Rick was very religious. He was a religion teacher, and he meant a lot to me in my life. And when this came up, and I came down and looked at it, I just felt like he brought me here.
Nice.
And he's a great brother, and I feel like I'm giving back to him. We just had a bacon outing. We had 300 people here.
Wow.
And we raised money for the Bacon football team. And it was a Dan Blount Memorial outing. And Mike Blount, who's the coach of Roger Bacon, my brother actually coached at Bacon when he was a coach at Bacon. And so I really felt like Rick brought me here, and it's just a blessing to be a part of Century Inn. It's been open for over 200 years. Opened up in 1806. I hear we sold the first draft beer ever here.
Oh, wow.
That's how old we are.
Right.
So it's just great to be a part of the Century Inn.
That's great, man. I love that story, and I love the ability for us to share that story with all our viewers. I thank you. Appreciate you telling me that. We also have kind of like a sleeper item here that came in on the side. This is, what is this?
Blackberry cobbler.
Blackberry cobbler. And I know Austin was looking at it and said, I want to eat this. So I think I'm going to try to be a good host and a good friend and just leave it for Austin to have some off camera, but I want to have a bite. So, Greg, where can people find out more information about you guys?
Okay, you can go to our website, which is Century Inn 1806.
Okay.
We have...
You have your Facebook, all that stuff, Instagram?
Facebook, website.
Okay. So you have Facebook and all that stuff?
Yeah, we got everything everybody else has got, I think.
And I mean, you guys have been here forever, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right? And you can also find them on americasbestrestaurants.com. Look, if you're traveling, super easy to find. If you're local, you probably already know about this place, but if you don't, you need to be here on a weekly basis. Come get all these items. Come get that Black Peach Cobbler. Come say hi to Greg. And you know what? We're going to sign off because I'm hungry. I'm going to eat. See you guys on the next one.